Hi, I'm Billy, one of the Fujiguys, here to show you some of the top features found on our XP series of cameras for 2012. I do have a bunch of XP series cameras here. I have the XP150 N100s. They differ in the sense of one offers GPS while the other does not offer GPS. They also come in various colors depending on the region that you purchase them. They may have the color that's shown here, or they may carry a limited number of colors. In addition to that, there's also an XP170 that offers a Wi-Fi capability so that you can actually connect it to your smartphone to transfer photos directly from the camera onto the smartphone, and of course easily share that with any social media websites. In addition to the XP100s, 150s, and 170s, they're a little bit tougher in terms of shockproofness, and they can also go a little deeper than the XP50 models that we also have here, and they do come also in various colors. These cameras here are the direct replacement to the XP20 cameras, XP30 cameras, similar design. You can use the same accessories if it's a float strap or even some of our specialized XP camera kits that's available for these cameras. Other than that, the differences between features amongst all the XP series cameras basically all carry the exact same thing, other than the things I mentioned in terms of the GPS on the XP150, the Wi-Fi on the XP170, and of course the non-Wi-Fi on the rest of the models here. So let's just take a quick look at some of the key features of the XP series cameras. Let's take a quick look at some of the shooting modes available on the XP series of cameras. You push the menu OK button, select the shooting mode, and now you can scroll through the numerous amount of shooting modes that are available from the SR Auto, that basically is a super automatic. You have the automatic mode, the program automatic mode, which is basically automatic, but it also gives you the ability to change the white balance, do exposure compensation and stuff like that. You can also shoot in what's called Pro Low Light and HDR mode. Let's just take a quick look at the Pro Low Light mode. It basically takes 4 shots for you automatically, and it actually compares the 4 shots, determining what's noise and what's not noise, and it actually saves the images, giving you better picture quality, especially in low light. Of course, with this mode, we recommend you put it on a tripod so that it doesn't capture any movement as it actually takes the multiple shots. Let's go back and take a look at some of the other shooting modes on the camera. Again, there's an HDR mode that's very similar. It takes multiple shots. There's a natural light and flash mode, and what that does is that it takes 2 shots with the push of the button. It takes one with flash, one without flash. It saves both on the camera, and you decide later which one you want to keep. You can then scroll down, and there's a bunch of other shooting modes. Night scene modes for tripod. Basically, it uses a slow shutter, so you want to put it on a tripod. There's actually some underwater scenes as well, which changes the white balance so that your images doesn't look blue. It gives you proper color, and a few other different shooting modes. So again, that's how you get into the camera's shooting mode, by pushing the menu OK button and selecting the shooting mode option within the menu itself. Let's take a quick look at the motion panorama feature on the XP series cameras. You push the menu OK button, you go to the shooting modes, and you scroll down until you see the motion panorama 360. Select that. You can also configure the mode so that you can change the angles from 120, 180 to 360. You can also I'm just going to set it to 120, of course, for this demo. You can also change the direction. So instead of going left to right, you can go right to left, up, down, or down, up. What I like to do is actually go bottom, then up. Basically, then rotate the camera this way and do my panoramic. And it actually gives me higher resolution for that. But let's just, for simplicity, just leave it to the default left to right with the 120-degree angle. I'm going to push the button halfway down to pre-focus first. I then push the shutter button completely down and basically rotate the camera, and the camera will automatically stitch the scene together for me. It's going to do that within the camera itself, as you can see. If I push the playback button on it, you can see, again, I can push down now, and it scrolls slowly through the panoramic view. I'm going to push escape. You can also zoom in on the actual image itself and pan left and right as you see fit for the motion panoramic feature on the XP series. Let's take a look at the high-speed shooting mode on the XP series. Again, you go through the menu OK button. You scroll down until you see continuous shooting. You want to turn that on. You have different options. you have a high-speed mode, a medium speed, and a low speed. And depending on what you choose, you have different resolutions. So for high speed, it's going to give you a smaller resolution, but it's going to shoot at a very fast frame rate. As you can see there, it captures a bunch of shots. Great for taking those quick action shots. At the highest speed, you get basically small resolution, which is more than enough to actually do a 4x6, 5x7 print. Again, it stores it onto your card, so the faster you want it to process, the faster the card you want to put to the camera. Let's take a look at the other continuous modes you have. You also have a low-speed mode that gives you basically a high resolution, but not as fast in terms of shot-to-shot. So that's just a quick look at that feature. And that's found both on, again, the XP100 series as well as the XP series of cameras. To play back the images, of course, you just push the playback button, and it actually groups all the images to a small square. You can push down, and now you can navigate through the shots that you've just taken. And then if you push back again, you go back out, and it's grouped all into the smaller window right here. You can go to the next set of images, and instead of going through all 8 images, you actually go to the next actual shot. So this is a great little feature that groups all the continuous shooting pictures into one window for you. Again, go into the menu, you can select another continuation mode. There's also what's called the final. And the final mode, what it does, it actually saves the last images when you let go of the shutter. So the way this works is that if you push all the way down, it fires a bunch of shots. Once you let go, it then saves those final pictures. Instead of actually saving all the images on the point of when you push the shutter button. So again, that's just a quick look at the continuous function on the XP series. The XP series of cameras offer full HD video. They have a dedicated record button. For HD video recording, we recommend at least a Class 6 rated SD card or higher, and of course probably an 8 GB capacity card or higher as well. Recording is pretty simple. You push the record button. Doesn't matter what mode you're in, it starts to record right away. You can zoom during the video as well. Of course, you may hear, of course, the microphone picking up that zoom noise if you do intend to do zoom. If you want to stop the video, you can push the record button. It automatically stops the video. On playback of the video, of course, you can push down. There's a built-in microphone as well as built-in speakers, so you can hear that. If I bring it up closer, so you can hear that noise. Okay, now there's also some editing functions on that camera. You can actually trim the video, or you can actually combine videos together. To trim the video, pretty simple. You play and you stop to where you want to be the end point. You push OK. You play again, and anything in front and after the video gets clipped out. So let's say I want to stop it there, push the out point. That outer half and the front half gets trimmed off the video, and you're only left with the center portion of that video. But it also keeps the new version right here, and it also keeps the original version, so that of course you have the full-length video. If you ever wanted to re-edit that, you could. So that's just a quick look again of the video functionality of the XP series. If you own the XP150, then you have the built-in GPS module that's on this camera. It stores both the longitude and latitude information. If it's an XP50 or XP other models, they don't have the GPS functionalities on it. Let me just show you how that works. You can go into the GPS button right here. Pushing that will allow you to turn it on. Location search means to turn on the GPS. You have off. You have switched on, means when the camera turns on, the GPS turns on. Or you can have permanently on, which means when you have that on, when you turn off the camera, the GPS is still running and it will eat the batteries on the camera. So I typically want to have it on switched on instead of permanently on. You also can have a tracking information saved so that it tracks and saves that on a special log file within the camera. It also has the ability to do things like correct the time via the GPS satellite and provide that via the type of displays you want with kilometers. Of course, you can also set it up to instantly search for GPS. Because I'm inside right now, it's not going to find anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera into the demo mode. So if I can go to the setup, go down to GPS demonstration. I'm just going to turn it on for you and see if this is going to work. It should come up telling you, If it's a point of interest where you're at, this is telling me I'm in the United States, in New York. Again, this is only a demo, and I'm at Times Square. If I take the photo, okay, it should embed that information to my image. If I do have proper satellite pickup, I'm going to push the playback button, and again, it's going to tell me for this GPS information, that image, where was it taken? It was taken on the spot here, northeast of me. If I actually travel somewhere else, it's going to tell me the distance between where I've taken that picture and where I'm currently standing. Again, this is just a demo because I don't have it running. It's not outside, but that's just a quick look at the GPS functionality on the XP150 camera. In order to have the dates permanently put on the images, you can go into the menu. You want to go into the setup screen and scroll down to the bottom of the page, and there you'll see what's called the date stamp feature, and it allows you to stamp both the date and/or date and time. Again, the date and time is based on, of course, the setting that you put to the camera. So if I push OK now, when I go to the top, you'll notice that it says date and time. This is where I can actually adjust the proper date and time of the camera. Now when I go and take my picture, it's going to automatically save the date information on the bottom right-hand corner. If I play that back for you right now, you can actually see. I'm going to zoom in slightly, and I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom here, and see if I can get right down to where the date and time information is. Again, I'm just going to scroll a little closer. And as you can see there, you have the date as well as the time information stored on that image. You cannot remove that. By default, that setting is disabled, but if you want to turn it on, like I said, go into the setup menu and you can actually enable that so all your images have the date and time permanently placed on the picture. Let's take a quick look at the lock mechanism on the new XP series cameras. We have the XP100 series and we have the XP50 series. They have similar lock situations where there's actually two dials here. You push 1 and 2, and now it's unlocked. In order to lock it, you do the reverse. You close the door, you push 1 and 2, and now it locks up. Turning on the camera, sometimes the warning does come up if you put the batteries in for the very first time. It tells you that you've got to make sure these two are locked, otherwise water is going to get into it. Same thing for the XP50. Again, you have 1 and 2 to open. To close it, you push 1 and 2. So you really can't make a mistake, and the latch is much better now so that it's not going to pop open or anything like that, keeping your camera protected. Again, that's just a quick look at the XP series of cameras. Again, these are great shockproof, waterproof cameras to take with you anywhere. This year, again, we revamped a lot of the quality of the camera in terms of using a CMOS sensor and offering things like Full HD videos and that panoramic feature that you saw earlier. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the Fujiguys videos as well as follow me on Twitter at Fujiguys. Until then, I thank you for watching all of our Fujiguys videos. Thank you.